Hey, you don't know me. And my name's Jesse. I just decided to put a video on YouTube. And I'll tell you what, there is a lot of BS online. And I have decided somebody needs to put a line between truth, fake truth, and made up BS. Looking online, alien agendas and government eugenics and UFOs and whatnot, I'll tell you, I believe that there ain't no aliens out there. Not out there. Not here. Not right now. You know what there is? There's us. And there's a lot of us. I saw a UFO, and I'll tell you what I saw. I'll make this clean and simple, short to the point. There won't be no long story about some crazy UFO come took me down and spin me up. But it's simple. Let me tell you. It's in a trailer park, of all places. A trailer park. Okay. My brother comes in the door and he tells me, "What is this?" It's a strange way to say it, isn't it? What is this? And he grabs me by the arm and he pulls me out the door and he's looking over top of the trailer and he steps back a little bit. When I stepped back, I saw this huge ball. Just a huge ball. It looked maybe probably gold. It was dark. I think it was shiny. It was perfectly round. Now I know what a fucking weather balloon is. Pardon my French. It weren't no weather balloon. And it weren't no helicopter neither. Big a thing as it was, I'd say 30 foot, about half size of my trailer. About 30 foot diameter. Now I'm not stupid. This thing was going against the wind. And just happened to be, there weren't no rain, but there was lightning that night. And this thing's coming down, just down the, between the trailers, down the road, you know, not the road, but the drive in the trailer park. And it's coming down towards us, and it's starting to come over top of my trailer more than most. And it's just sort of coming, and it comes up, and it goes up, up, and away. And at the closest, I would say this thing were no less about 40 foot from me. About 40 foot. That'd be accurate. Well, I hollered at it. As did my brother. He hollered at it too. I don't know why. And what was said, he said, my brother, "Is it a weather balloon?" I said, "No. Weather balloons ain't round. You know, they're not round." I said, "No, it ain't no weather balloon. I'll tell you exactly what it is. It's a UFO." And that's what it is. It's what it was. It didn't happen, you know, slowly. This is sort of quick. But it moved almost like it was a helium balloon. You know, not strong, but weak helium balloon. One's not quite getting up off the ground, but it didn't go up and down very easy. It just it held its altitude and climbed evenly and went off into the darkness, and I stopped being able to see it. And 2 lightning crashes. You could see it off in the distance as it just continued to climb altitude, and didn't get to see it after that. No, I don't believe in aliens. Not here, not now. Don't make no sense. And I can tell you why. I believe the universe don't got what people call good and evil. The yin and yang. And I doubt it. You imagine there might be 2 kinds of life, intelligent life, in the universe. One will be that wars. You know, plenty of animals in the animal kingdom war, not just us. But it's going to be intelligent ones that war, and there'll be intelligent ones that don't war. Well, at some point throughout evolution of the cosmos, those aliens that do war, I think they'd be dealt with swiftly and humanely on their own planet, and anywhere they exist or try to infest the rest of the universe with their warring. And that's real simple. If a intelligent race is the warmongering type, they get out in the universe, and what's going to happen, when they find the nearest planet to theirs is real simple, that I don't want to get into it, but the Christopher Columbus and the Indians, that kind of thing, And I got some Indian in me. I guess everybody says that, don't they? But anyways, we're going to wipe them out. That's what's going to happen. We'll kill them off. Who knows why? We're just like that. Well, those aliens that don't war, they're going to see this as a threat. A big threat. And they're going to deal with us. Or they'll try and lose. But there's always a bigger, badder, meaner mother around the corner somewhere. You're never the biggest and the baddest. Not all the time. So what I'm saying is that eventually the warring kind is going to, meet its maker. And then those left that don't war after the first race that got to the cosmos that did war, those left would set a rule, set a law, like call it Geneva Convention of the cosmos, that they will be the check that keeps those warring kind either on their home or beyond. So these aliens, if you think aliens come to Earth, which I don't, there's no chance that they're warring kinds. But any type of advanced technology would say that they would look at us and they would see, oh my God, I'm right there on that planet, or the warring kind. So what would happen the moment our technology got to the point that we got off the planet and out the solar system. Maybe off the planet is all that they'd need. Once we get off our planet to any other body, I'd say probably past our moon though. Maybe our moon then. Who knows? They give us a chance to stop and to collect our senses and decide we're not the warring kind no more. Or they would tell us, you're not the warring kind, or you're just not. It's your choices. You got one or two. You either want to be a warring kind, and you can stay here and do that, and I ain't got no problems. Or the other option is mine to make. Theirs to make. That's one or two options, and you only get one. So there ain't no aliens up there, is there? Not here, not in our space. They don't want to influence us. And I tell you what I do believe is in time travel. Einstein knows it. Possible. The faster speed of light, so on and so forth. And we all know these things, I know how they go. You move faster than speed of light when you come back, everybody else's age. Well, you're in the future now. You made it. That time travel. How about another time travel? I put you in the freezer and I freeze your ass and I take you out. Who knows how long? A day. Bring you back to life. Or 100 years. And I bring you back to life. And at that point, you're a time traveler. You know, you might have used medical techniques to do that, but, you know, cryogenics will get you to the future. That's a time travel. So I believe that these time travelers in the future, which are, in my opinion, inevitable, they would move, you know, in time, back and forth, maybe forward, maybe backwards, who knows? But 1,000 years from now, how much do you think the average human would know about us? The information, the history, our technologies, and what the fuck we done to this planet to make us so damn, you know, what we're doing. You know, global warming, global cooling, who knows, I'll tell you. What I don't know is that what you don't know is what you want to know. So when these time travelers, you know, get their shit together, they're gonna come down and look around and try to figure out what the hell we done. So, you know, and, you know, 1,000 years from now, we ain't gonna look much like we do today. Not 100%. It might be a little bit different. Or we might have big black eyes, gray skin, skinny as you know what, big ass heads. And, you know, the gray. And what happens when you mix an Oriental and a black guy and a white guy and an Italian and an Arab, you know, Mongolians? What if you all mix that into one person? What would you end up with? What would that look like? That's a lot of different colors to mix together. And I'll tell you what, when I done that with my crayons in 2nd grade, I learned that it makes a weird looking color pretty much along the lines of brown, black, or gray. You know, it's not what you'd expect. And if you done it to the human race, then yeah, we're gonna come out pretty much the same. Not quite any color. Color wouldn't be there. We'd be gray, basically. And if this race of humans in the future wanted to live on this planet after we irradiated it with hundreds of nuclear power plants, you know, grid down scenario, what would you expect the person to look like after they went through a grid down scenario? 90% of them is dying off in weeks or months, and the remainder of us left to deal with nuclear power plants that don't got the power to cool the reactor chambers, you know, the reactor poles will irradiate all that water and heat it up, and them rods burn like firewood and melt right down through the damn pole and concrete and steel and everything, and then it irradiate the damn ground until everything glows in the dark for the next 1,000 years, you know. Well, these remainder 10% of us is need to get the hell out of Dodge before something bad happens to them. And that, you know, in their haste, they build whatever they need to do to get the hell off the rock that's going to be radiating them. Well, problem radiation is, you know, if you're real close to it, it'll blind you when you see it. It might blind you even with your eyes closed. Nah, you know. Problem is what if you're just a little bit irradiated, you know? The particulates in the air. The radiation cloud, as they call it. It's small particulates from the bomb that's been exposed to the plutonium and uranium bitten in the air. It's so small of pieces because it's a large explosion. Turns all the shrapnel into 1,000 micron dust. And that'll turn into dust and just drift down through the jet stream into high and the low pressure zones, and you know, might be 500 miles away from that power plant. You think you're safe. But that one particulate, just one little grain, get into your lungs, get into your blood, get into your bone, and turn your leg into something look like Frankenstein built in. I ain't talking about Doctor. No. I'm talking about the monster. Look like he built you. Well, in the distant future, 1,000 years from now, when these survivors get their shit together, the first thought they gonna have is, what happened making us so damn weird looking? All these big ass bug eyes, black and gray skin, big heads and skinny bodies, and you know, can't even step foot on the flipping planet because of something that happened down there. Don't even got records of it left no more. So you know, what are they gonna do to figure it out, and how are they gonna fix it to get their planet back? What if all the damn power plants was to radiate, run out of water, and just burn this planet like a biscuit in an oven at 7,000 degrees? You'll have nothing left but a white char, and if you step foot on the damn thing, you'll lose your foot and everything connected to it. So you're gonna want to go back and figure out just what the hell happened. Because you think we're gonna record all this event, put it in a book, an SUV driver with the hell ever, and hand it to the future? No, they're gonna have to come back and I'll research it. And if, just say if, time travel is possible in the future to come to the past, which would be now, wouldn't you say that it's already happened? Not here and now, but then and there. And if they're coming to the past, being now and here, they already done it. It's already happened, right? Now they say, oh, you can't go back further than what the first time machine was built. That's bull crap, because what if your time machine was, say, about 30 feet in diameter, around, a good bit of gold color, probably unmanned, with all kinds of devices to analyze the environment, record all the video, and hell, maybe get a little bit of DNA. Point being, they ain't no aliens, it's all just us. And that's my thought. Now, through the wonders of time travel, dumb futurists don't like their bug eyes so much. Skinny bodies and a big heads. They don't like themselves being irradiated, monster-looking genetic defects on account of misbehaving monkeys 1,000 years ago, turn them into something that they ain't proud of being. So I'd say these UFOs, they're not the warring kind, and they're not the non-warring kind. They just want to set things right, and they don't care what happens in no damn paradoxical timeline. They'll go back before this shit happened and move in, or they'll go back before shit happened and stop it somehow, some way. Now I believe in the first one more than most. They'd go back and they'd build something. They'd build something like a pyramid that when the time comes, being this thing will last 10,000 years, we'll be able to focus the energy to send to it, to distribute it, and both. Clean slate. Now they get to move in. New tenants in town. Don't let yourselves be fooled. Think for yourself. Come up with an original idea. Do I believe he's time travel? No. Do I believe in UFOs? No. What do I believe in? I don't know. Because everything I believe in changes. Why? Because I'm smart enough to know I don't know a damn thing.